We have Death Trap here with Lenny from Len's Chop Shop, Lake Havasu City. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good friend of mine, and he pulled up and I was like, hey, let's do a little video on this. Let's start in the front. Like what? Well, first, like where did the car come from, and then we'll go from there.
I started talking to a friend of mine at work, Premier Street Rods, Brad Logston, and told him what I was looking for, and he comes back 30 minutes and said there's one here in town in a storage unit, and we got plans to go look at it at noon. So we went to the bank, grabbed the money, and there was like 20 people waiting to buy it.
Oh, wow.
And I just happened to have worked with the guy that owned it, didn't know he owned it, and he offered it to me first.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, because I know you, you had a 49 Chevy gasser that was, we say, a friend of my gasser.
Yeah.
And that car is not in his possession now. There's a different caretaker, but he built this car. So for what we're looking at right now, did you have this vision for it, or did it kind of snowball into a little bit more and more? Like, give me kind of like your design perspective.
I sat down and drew a picture of this car before I even owned it on a piece of cardboard to use for a door panel at Premier Street Rods.
Oh, okay.
And it came out almost exactly to the last detail of what I drew.
All right, so you took your design, you ran with it, and we got exactly what we got going on here. Maybe just explain a little bit from the front to back here, a little bit like what we, like far as like, is that a Chevy truck axle under there?
It is. It's a 57 Chevy 3/4 ton axle. It's got the disc brake conversion.
Mm-hmm.
I changed the frame rails from the front of the firewall forward.
Okay.
I also tied the frame because this is a 50s, 60s style X frame.
Okay.
Then I built the ladder bars underneath. All right, I'll let you go. You guys have a to get some traction.
Oh yeah.
Car has a 509 cubic inch big block Chevy. Board and stroke. It's 671 supercharger with 880 quick fuel carburetors. It's built to be street driven. Has a 400 turbo trans built by Get It in Gear. It also has a Rusty's 2800 stall. It's got a Dana 60 rear axle that's all trussed, and it's got nitrated axles, 44 spline axles in it with 456 gears. Car runs pretty good for being a big old pig. Yeah,
I mean, and us town locals, we know you're driving it because we could hear it and you're out there.
And I beat it like it owes me money.
That's good. I'm going to go in through the shoot through the passenger side here. Maybe you could we go over the interior a little bit here. So this is where we get it all done here. So
this car was completely stock and completely destroyed inside. There was absolutely no interior left. The dashboard was just cooked. All the interior was falling apart. The seat was nothing but springs, and we had to clean out about 40 dead scorpions and rats out of it when I got it.
Oh, wow. Now, what's that steering wheel from? That's
This is a 58 Cadillac steering wheel stock.
Oh, okay.
And then I took a center cap, a Moon Eye center cap, and I cut it to fit the steering wheel and put it on there so it would be nice and dangerous.
That's what really, I mean, I love the old steering wheels. I like the big steering wheels, but that center cap really got my attention there. That's really neat. Yeah, this is a pretty nice dash. Some of it's reminiscent to the, like the 57 Chevys,
Yep.
The way the coves are and
very close, yeah,
and everything. And that vinyl cap on there, is that obviously that's fitted to it. Is that what came stock on these?
No, these came with leather.
Or leather?
Unfortunately, you can't find a leather anymore. That is a vinyl cap.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's there, but it ain't nowhere near what Cadillac would have put on it.
Yeah. Yep. Really neat.
The interior's not finished yet.
That's always a long journey with the interior.
Yeah.
Now we could see through here into the back area. This is where all the mummies were laying and everything. And
currently now it has a bed back there because I've actually been doing some camping in it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So.
I like your little mirror hanger there. That is really neat.
Yep, and I've done about 5 funerals with it and 1 wedding.
Oh wow, okay.
For the hot rodder that wants to go out in a 1,000 horsepower hot rod.
Now, did you do any changes in the back of the car?
Only mini tubbed it to be able to put the wider tires on it. That's
okay,
it.
But then the whole back half is all stock
built
looking.
by Superior. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tried to keep the body as close to original as possible.
Yeah.
The only thing I really altered on the body was the hood, and it wasn't the factory hood, and it was rusted anyway. So.
Yeah, I like the ability to see the engine, and I am a fan of those half hoods because I don't like them when they're no hood at all because it takes away from the finish of the front of the car.
Yeah, I drove it for about a year without a hood on it, trying to decide what I was going to do. I didn't want to put the hinges and all that stuff back in it, and the hood weighed a ton, so
yeah.
To try to eliminate some weight, I just did the front part of it, and I think it really added to the looks of the car.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to jump out here, we'll go here and just see the back and
sure.
Check this thing out. How long is this car, Lenny?
This car is 22 feet long.
22 feet.
Weighs 5,910 pounds with 40 gallons of fuel and me sitting in it.
And it is the Death Trap.
You should check out the rear end.
I am. Don't let it be your last ride. They have a lot of pictures of these on the internet when people use them as a meme.
Yep.
Like that. Ah! You know.
Put the teeth in
I
it.
love it.
Everybody keeps trying to get me to put the teeth in it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, this is certainly a awesome ride, and thanks for going over it with us and everything. And
no problem. Thanks for taking interest.
Yeah, it's a super awesome car, and we love it out here. You won't believe who's here, guys. It's the I can't believe it's not Butter Guy.
Morning.
Morning. What's your name?
Neil Prettymans.
Alrighty. What are we driving there? This is super awesome.
Thank you. My 1970 Oldsmobile Cutlass. It was just a shell of a car when I bought it. Paid $200 for it. And there's not a part on here I haven't touched.
I could tell because I think I seen it at your house once, but seeing it out here, man, this is awesome. I love the metal flake in it. Well, maybe I should get my little we got some metal flake in it, and I like black cars. That's super awesome. So reading the air cleaner, because I'm not a big Oldsmobile guy, is you got a 455 in here?
I do have a 455. This was probably an original 350 car. It's bored 30 over, so it's, or 40 over, 463 cubic inch. Got a nice little cam in it.
Yeah, it sounded really good coming in. I like the Mickey Thompson valve covers. I'm always a fan. Got some nice nice detail in here.
Got an old set of Doug Thorley headers. Those are almost impossible to find anymore.
So this was a $200 car when you got it.
200 bucks, yep.
How long have you owned it?
Oh, geez.
Because we're talking about $200. This got to be a long time, huh?
Yeah, well, I probably bought this car in 98, 93, 94.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, sometimes the prices were around that. I mean,
Yeah.
I think in the later '90s, early 2000, that's when everything just turned. A $200 car turned into like $5,000.
You're right.
You know,
Right.
that's just what happened here. Wow, this is neat. Now, what caught my eye here a little bit is the gauge panel. Is that something you made?
I did make that. I was a truck driver for about 25 years. Drove a big black Peterbilt. I love gauges and instrumentation and toys, so I loaded it up with the gauges. I put a CB in there with all the funny channels and a linear amplifier and everything. It's just, I like my toys.
That's awesome. Yeah, we got the switches up here, everything. It looks nice. It looks like it belongs.
I did just about everything I always wanted. Like you, I've always liked black cars. This car was originally blue. I almost painted it original. It was a real nice blue.
Yeah.
But I wanted black, and I love metal flake, so I added the metal flake. This paint scheme is the same scheme as Oldsmobile had what they called a Rally 350. It was a yellow car with black stripes.
Okay.
I recreated it. You may not have even noticed this. I made a Rally 455. You'll see the...
Oh yeah, there we go.
There.
And then we got the stripe that runs up here.
Yep, that's...
I love that.
That's a factory scheme from Oldsmobile, but in my...
Kind of reminisces from the GTO Judges a little bit, you know, with the striping.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah,
Yep.
similar. We're going to use that word,
Yeah.
you know, not totally here. And then back end looks nice and clean. I see Wendy. What's
Wendy is the car's name.
Wendy's the car's name?
I got that name from one of my favorite songs. It's a Bruce Springsteen song about cruising. And he mentions a girl named Wendy. And I was working on the car when listening to that song, and the car just said, "Hey, that's my name."
That's my name.
Yep.
I love it. Yeah, my girlfriend and I name all our cars, so
They
I mean, you get to a point when you have a lot of cars, they kind of need names.
need a name.
You're not just like, hey, you, or...
but they, you know, people ask, they say, what should I name my car, or what should I do? It's like, you don't name it. It tells you what the name is.
Yeah, yeah. I actually go through this myself. I said, you know what? Sometimes it's going to name itself, because it might be that terrible car that keeps fighting
Yeah.
you. So it's... You know, it might be that greatest car, so you know what I mean, that the name will change, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, this is super neat. And what was the year on this?
1970.
1970.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I should read the front license
I
plate.
made a special license plate just for it.
Yes. And you I know you, so I'm going to ask you an obvious question, but you do all your own metal flake work and all your art designs and stuff.
I do.
And
I'll let you in on a little secret. I couldn't afford to pay somebody to paint my car. This is actually the first car I ever painted.
oh, all right.
It is.
Yeah.
Had a buddy of mine. I cannot take credit for the body work. I had a buddy of mine helping me with the body work. He did this car is extremely straight. He did a good job on it. But I laid the paint and all the metal flake, and I've been painting metal flake ever since.
It's addicting.
I love it.
You know.
I love it.
And you've seen what I was going through with the gold rush, you know. Yeah, I finally got that all nailed out, all my measurements of my flake and flash times and everything. So now I'm okay-ish. So it's a learning curve, you know.
It certainly is. It's one of those things you got to do it to learn it. And you know, like I said with the flake, there's no real measurement for flake. Just use your stick, look at it.
Yeah, you got to
the more the better.
Read the stick. I was putting in only a third of the amount that I thought. You know, I was thinking it's just going to clog up, you know. But you got to learn how to run the paint with that. Yeah. But yeah, this is super awesome, and thanks for going over it with us.
Yeah, thank you.